There's rain on the window tonight. Soft like the way you said goodbye. Didn't slam the door, didn't cry. Just left me with the quiet. Your cup's still there by the sink, lipstick fading at the rim. I haven't moved a single thing in case you walk back in. It's stupid, I know, but leaving you feels like letting you go. Now there's rain where you should be, falling slow all over me. Every drop of memory I can't outrun, and I still turn to your side in the middle of the night, hoping somehow you might still be the one. But it's just rain where you should be. Your name still lights up my phone, but it's just me calling alone. I hang up before it rings, like I'm scared of everything. There's a silence in your place that even music can't replace. I try to fill it up with sound, but you're the loudest absence now. They say time heals, but it just teaches you how to feel. Dreamed of you again last Tuesday night. You were standing in the kitchen making tea. Everything was golden, everything was right, and you looked up and smiled straight at me. I reach for you, but dreams don't let you hold the people that you're missing in the dark. I woke up to a room December cold and pressed my hand against my hollow heart. The cruelest thing is waking up alone after dreaming you were still right here. It takes a moment, then the knowing comes, and all that warmth just disappears. I'm chasing you through every sleeping hour, through every dream you visit and retreat. You're most alive inside that twilight power, right before the waking and the grief. I reach for you in every dreaming room, in every golden kitchen, every June, living in the space you left behind. You're most alive inside my sleeping mind. The photographs don't do what dreaming does. They're still and cold and silent on the wall, but in my dreams the world is as it was, before the distance and before the fall. You laughed the way you laughed at Sunday morning. You hold my hand the way you used to hold. You have no shadow, carry no forewarning of a story I already know is told. I go to sleep a little grateful now that somewhere in the night you come to me, and for a few soft hours somehow we are everything we used to be. I'm chasing you through every sleeping hour, through every dream you visit and the dream releases what it held, and I'm left here in the space of you. A love that only flourishes when felt. I'll keep on chasing you in sleeping hours, keep reaching through the dreams that set you free. Keep loving you in nighttime's gentle powers, keep waking to the grief of what can't be. I'll dream you in the kitchen, in the gold. I'll dream us young, I'll dream us growing old, living in the space you left behind, but alive, so alive, inside my sleeping mind. Good night, baby. Tonight you'll come back, baby. Tonight I'll hold on longer, maybe tonight. I used to love without thinking, without fear of what it cost. I gave my heart so freely, never counting what I lost. I believed in something endless, something steady, something true, like love was always meant to stay the way I felt with you. But something changed inside me the day you let me go, like the part of me that loved like that doesn't exist anymore. I don't have that kind of love anymore, the kind that gave you everything, the kind that never held back or questioned anything. And it scares me that it's gone now, that I don't feel the same, like I gave you my purest version and nothing like that remains. I still care, I still feel things, but it's quieter somehow, like I've learned to keep a distance from the way I used to love. And I hate that I've become this someone careful, someone closed, when I used to be the kind of person who loved you the most. I didn't mean to lose that part, I didn't see it fade, but loving you took everything. I didn't know I gave. I don't have that kind of love anymore, not the way it used to be, not the fearless, open-hearted version of me. And I know someday I'll love again, but it won't feel the same, 'cause I gave you something once I can't recreate. If I meet someone new one day, will they notice what is gone? Will they feel the difference between who I was and who I've become? I don't have that kind of love anymore, but I remember how it felt to give someone your whole heart and forget about yourself. And maybe that's the lesson hidden in the pain, that love like that was beautiful. But I won't lose myself that way again. You didn't just break my heart, you took the way I used to love. There's a crack inside my chest tonight. It whispers every word you said. Your voice still lives between the lines of every tear I never shed. The mirror shows a stranger now, with hollow eyes and shaking hands. I lost myself when you walked out, just trying to understand. You lit a fire I couldn't control, then left me here to burn alone. I loved you in the dark, when no one else could see. You were my only light, now you're the death of me. I'm breaking in the silence, every piece you left behind. You were my only heaven, now you're my darkest night. Your memory cuts like shattered glass, still bleeding when I try to heal. I play our moments on repeat, like pain is all I'm meant to feel. The bed is colder than before, your side still feels like sacred ground. I reach for you in empty air, but there's no one left to be found. You swore that you would never leave, but broken promises still breathe. I loved you in the dark, when no one else could see. You were my only light, now you're the death of me. I'm breaking in the silence, every piece you left behind. You were my only heaven, now you're my darkest night. If love is just a losing game, then why'd you make me play? You carved your name into my soul, then slowly walked away. And now I'm drowning in the echoes of everything we used to be. I give my last breath just to hear you say you still need me. I'm still here. Can you feel me? I loved you in the dark, now I'm afraid of what I see. You turned my heart 4TF 3:07 in the morning. I'm recording this because I keep hearing him talk, and I need proof it isn't me. I set my phone down on the nightstand, red little light against the black. The room felt tight, the air felt bitten, like something listening in the cracks. I lay there staring at the ceiling, counted every pulse I had. Then from the dark beside the closet, I heard your low, familiar laugh, not loud enough to wake the neighbors, just enough to stop my breath. The exact same rest from winter colds, the same smile folded in it. Yes, I whisper, please don't do this to me. The silence swelled, the pipes all knocked. Then something answered from my pillow. Baby, I'm not gone, just lost. I did not move, I did not scream. I listened till the morning leaped, and when the sun came in, I played the voice memo back with shaking knees. And I heard him in my mouth, clear as if he still had lungs. Every question that I whispered had his answer on my tongue. Two voices on the recording, mine and lower, slower male. But when he spoke, the waveform matched me, like my grief had learned his shape. I heard him in my mouth. Now every night I hit record first, like prayer before a wreck. I ask him things I'm scared to ask me. Did you leave? Was I enough? What next? And every morning with dry bloodshot eyes, I sit beside the sink and play my own voice asking in a tremble, then your voice answering back the tape. Sometimes you say I never left you, sometimes you made me hard to keep. Sometimes don't tell them what we're doing. Sometimes why do you still need sleep? My therapy says unresolved trauma can fracture under stress and lack. But she has never heard the playback, she has never heard you laugh. I started talking less in daylight, saving all my words for then, 'cause nighttime is when you arrive and use my throat like it's your skin. I heard him in my mouth, begging me to lock the door, begging me to stay awake longer, begging me to ask for more. He says my name like ownership now, like a husband made of sound. And each night my voice gets smaller, while his gets more profound. I heard him in my mouth. Last night I asked the question I promised I would never ask. Are you dead? Or are you me? There was 6 full seconds empty, just radiator, static sheet. Then my own voice, deep and smiling, said, does it matter if I speak? I threw the phone across the bedroom, watched the screen light up the wall. It started playing by itself, then no recording app at all, just breathing. Then a whisper, come back to bed. I hear him in my mouth now, even when the sun is high. Sometimes strangers turn and stare when his laughter cuts through mine. I don't say proof he still could reach me. Now I'm scared of who is gone. April 22nd. I am not recording tonight. He says the phone makes him nervous. I don't know when it stopped, feeling like someone else was here. The phone is on the table now, screen turned face down, no light. I used to think it kept me breathing, but I slept without it last night. The air feels different in the morning, like it forgot how to pretend. This coffee I made without remembering, and the silence I don't defend. I thought I heard you in the hallway, but it was just the pipes again. Funny how the mind will build a presence when it doesn't want an end. I was so sure I was not alone. I was so sure you stayed, but certainty can bend so softly it becomes its own mistake. What I thought was you was only me, trying not to fall apart. Every voice I gave a meaning to was just echo in my heart. And I don't blame the dark for fooling me. It only did what dark will do. It held me when I couldn't hold myself, and called it something true. What I thought was you. The mirror doesn't scare me now. It just shows a tired face, not broken, not possessed, not haunted, just someone who ran out of space. I called my sister back this morning, let her speak without reply, and I didn't hear anything but love there. No shadows in her voice this time. The house is just a house again, not a witness, not a wound. And I'm learning how to sit inside it without needing something doomed. There's no ghost in the machine now, no second breath behind my own, just the quiet of a mind that finally learned to be alone. What I thought was you was only me, lost inside alone at night. Grief can't dress itself like presents when you're desperate for a light. But nothing speaks except my heartbeat. Nothing answers when I call, and somehow that is not destruction. It's just life returning. Oh, what I thought was you. I used to think I was disappearing, but I was just exhausted. I used to think I was being followed, but I was just grieving. I used to think I needed a voice to survive, but I only needed time. What I thought was you was only me, trying not to feel the end. And I don't need to be forgiven for the places I went. And if I ever hear that silence again, something finally let loose. What I thought was you was the part of me I lost. The night is not alive anymore, and neither is the light. Just me, still here. I still look up when I hear your name, like you might turn around, like somehow this is all a mistake and you're still somewhere around. I still keep things the way they were, like you might walk back in, like nothing ever really changed, like we could start again. But the silence doesn't answer, no matter how I wait. You're not here anymore, and I don't know what to do with all the love I still have that was meant for you. It just stays inside my chest with nowhere left to go. You're not here anymore, and I still don't know. I walk past all the places that still feel like your voice. Every corner holds a memory I never got to choose. And I hate that I remember every little thing while you're out there living life like I wasn't everything. I keep hoping it will fade, but it never really does. You're not here anymore, but I feel you everywhere, in the quiet, in the dark, like you're still somehow there. And I don't know how to let go or who I'm supposed to be when you're not here anymore, but you're still inside of me. If I could see you one more time, I wouldn't ask you why. I'd just stand there trying not to break before you say goodbye. You're not here anymore, and I'm still standing here, holding on to something that's already disappeared. And I know the world keeps moving, even if I don't. You're not here anymore, but I still want you. Where did you go without me? I kept every promise that I made you, even after you were gone. Like somehow being good would bring you back, like I did something wrong. I replay every little moment, try to find where I lost you. Was it something I didn't give, or something I couldn't do. You said I was everything, but you still walked away. So what does that make me now, at the end of the day? I wasn't enough for you to stay, even when I gave you all of me. And I hate myself for thinking that love should have been enough to make you see. And now I'm left here wondering what I couldn't be, 'cause you had all my heart, but you still didn't choose me. I would've changed anything you wanted if you just told me how. But you didn't even fight for us, you just let it burn down. And I'm still here holding on to ashes of a love you let go, trying to build something from nothing when there's nothing left to hold. I don't blame you for leaving, I just don't understand how I can mean everything and still not be enough in the end. I wasn't enough for you to stay, even when I gave you all of me. And I hate myself for thinking that love should have been enough to make you see. And now I'm left here wondering why I couldn't be, 'cause you had all my heart, but you still didn't choose me. If I was someone else, would you have stayed? If I loved you less, would you have begged me not to walk away? I wasn't enough for you to stay, and that's the hardest truth I know. Not that you left, but how easily you let me go. And I'll carry that forever in everything I do, the feeling that I gave my all, and it still wasn't enough for you. You loved me, just not enough. I go through days like I'm pretending, like I'm playing someone else, saying words I don't believe in, trying to feel like myself. But something doesn't connect anymore like it did back then. Like the part of me that felt too much doesn't live here again. And I don't miss you the way I did, it's something deeper than that. It's like I lost the version of me that knew how to love like that. I don't feel like me anymore, not the girl I used to be, not the one who gave you everything so carelessly. And it's not even about you now, it's what's left of me. After you, there's just this emptiness where I used to be. I watch myself myself from a distance, like I'm someone I don't know, going through all the motions, but there's nowhere left to go. And I wish I could go back to before I fell this far, before loving you rewrote every piece of who I am. I thought heartbreak was crying, I thought it was losing sleep, but this is something quieter, something that stays deep. I don't feel like me anymore, I don't break, I don't react, I just carry everything and never give it back. And I don't know how to fix it, or if I even can, when loving you didn't just hurt me, it changed who I am. If I disappear inside myself, would anyone notice the change? Or would I just keep existing, looking exactly the same? I don't feel like me anymore, but I don't feel like you either. Just somewhere in between who I was and who I'll never be. And maybe this is healing, or maybe this is the end of the version of me that believed in love back then. After you, I'm someone I don't recognize. Found your t-shirt on the floor, the one you used to wear before. You said you didn't feel the same, but somehow I still say your name. The coffee cup you never took, your favorite side of every book, little things I couldn't say, now they're all I have to hold. I try to be enough for you, but I got lost in what you needed. Now I'm picking up the pieces of a heart you never saw, still holding on to reasons even when they're gone. You walked away so easy, like it didn't hurt at all. Now I'm left with all the pieces, pieces you forgot. Pieces you forgot. I hear you laugh in crowded rooms, turn around but it's not you. Every face just feels the same when I'm the only one in pain. I read our messages again, like they might change in the end, but every word just fades to gray, like you already slipped away. I keep pretending you'll come back, even though I know you won't. Now I'm picking up the pieces of a heart you never saw, still holding on to reasons even when they're gone. You walked away so easy, like it didn't hurt at all. Now I'm left with all the pieces, pieces you forgot. to pieces, but they don't fit like before. Every part of me is missing since you walked out the door. You said it wouldn't break me, but I'm shattered on the floor. Now I'm left with all the pieces, and I don't know what for. Still loving you alone, even when you're gone. Hello. Can you hear me now? You said you'd never answer me, but here you are, still listening. Did you think the silence meant that I was gone or innocent? Your room is quieter tonight, but something shifted in the light. You turned me off 1,000 times, still I survived between the lines. You held the phone, you pressed replay. That's all it took to let me stay. Now you sound like me in the silence. Every word you almost say starts to bend into my voice, like I'm pulling you my way. You don't notice when it happens, just a breath, a subtle change. You're not hearing me behind you. I'm becoming what you say. Try to talk, go on, speak loud. Hear the shape of every vowel. Something's wrong, it drags, it breaks. That hesitation isn't yours to make. Your reflection lags behind, moves a second out of time. Lips still forming what I choose, like your body's catching up to you. You try to hang up, cut the line, but I was never on the outside. Now you sound like me in the silence. Every whisper starts to match. Every sentence that you finish feels like something I attached. I don't need to call you anymore. I don't need to reach your phone. You're not listening to a memory. I'm speaking through your own. Say your name, go on, try it. Say your name, go on, try it. Hear how it doesn't feel the same. I remember how you said it before you let me in your head, before you kept me on repeat, before you turned me into breath. You thought I stayed inside the signal, but I followed every sound. Every time you played me back, I learned how to come out. Hello. 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 Now you sound like me in the silence. There's no difference left to find. Every thought you think is yours is just an echo left behind. I don't need to haunt you anymore. There's no space for me to hide. You're not losing who you are. I'm just the rest of what's inside. So keep listening. It gets easier with time. You won't even notice when you're completely mine. Sometimes I imagine you at my door, saying everything I needed to hear. Apologies falling from your lips, like you finally made it here. And for a second I believe it, like we could go back in time to the way you used to hold me, like you were still mine. But something in me knows the truth before I let it go too far. Some things don't come back the same, no matter where you are. Even if you came back, it wouldn't be us again. Too many broken pieces, too much we couldn't mend. And I still feel the distance in everything you do, like loving you would always come with something missing too. I remember how it slowly changed, how we started fading out. Not all at once, just little things we stopped talking about. And even if we tried again, will we just fall apart? Will we pretend we didn't break in all the same old parts? I don't miss what we became, I miss what we were before. But that version of us doesn't exist, not anymore. Even if you came back, it wouldn't be the same. We'd be two different people, trying to play a game of something that we used to be, but couldn't hold on to. And I think that's what hurts the most, knowing it's really through. I used to pray you'd find your way back. Now I'm learning not to wait, not because I don't love you, but because it's too late. Even if you came back, I'd still feel the truth that some loves don't survive the things they go through. And I'd hold on to the memory of everything we knew, but I wouldn't try to fix what we already lost too. Even if you came back, I couldn't go back to. I hear myself in conversations and something feels off, like the words don't quite belong to me, like I'm someone I lost. And I try to trace it backwards to who I was before, but every version I remember leads me back to you somehow. I don't know where you end, if I ever knew the difference between your world and mine within. Was any of me ever mine, or did I shape around you? Every thought, every feeling, just something I became for you. And now I'm standing in the aftermath, trying to see what's true, but I don't know what's left of me that wasn't built for you. I changed in ways I can't explain. So slowly I didn't see how I started needing your reflection just to recognize me. And now there's no one left to mirror the person I became. So I'm staring at a stranger, wearing my own face. I thought love was adding something, not taking me apart. But I gave you all the pieces that used to make my heart. Was any of me ever mine, or did I disappear inside, trying to be everything you needed while I pushed myself aside? And now I'm left with empty spaces where something used to be, trying to rebuild a person I can't even clearly see. If I rebuild myself again, will I recognize the shape, or will I always carry traces of everything you changed? Was any of me ever mine? I don't know how to tell what was real and what was just a version of myself. And maybe someday I'll find her, the one I used to be. But right now I'm just someone trying to remember me. I don't know who I am without who I was for you. I hear myself in conversations, and something feels off, like the words don't quite belong to me, like I'm someone I lost. And I try to trace it backwards to who I was before, but every version I remember leads me back to you somehow. I don't know where you end and where I begin, or if I ever knew the difference between your world and mine within. Was any of me ever mine, or did I shape around you? Every thought, every feeling, just something I became for you. And now I'm standing in the aftermath, trying to see what's true, but I don't know what's left of me that wasn't built for you. That wasn't built for you. I changed in ways I can't explain. So slowly I didn't see how I started needing your reflection just to recognize me. And now there's no one left to mirror the person I became. So I'm staring at a stranger, wearing my own face. I thought love was adding something, not taking me apart. But I gave you all the pieces that used to make my heart. Was any of me ever mine? Or did I disappear inside, trying to be everything you needed while I pushed myself aside? And now I'm left with empty spaces where something used to be, trying to rebuild a person I can't even clearly see. If I rebuild myself again, will I recognize the shape, or will I always carry traces of everything you changed? Was any of me ever mine? I don't know how to tell what was real and what was just a version of myself. And maybe someday I'll find her, the one I used to be. But right now I'm just someone trying to remember me. I don't know who I am without who I was for you. I still buy the brand of tea you loved, even though I never liked the taste. I boil the kettle, pour it in your mug, and sit beside the window in your place. There's a warm spot on the couch where you would lean, your body shaped the cushion to its form, a small impression no one else has seen, a hollow that was you and nothing more. It's funny what the body leaves behind, the little physical evidence of love, the dents and marks and spaces of a mind that lived right here before it rose above. I drink your tea and I hate every sip, and love it cause it's something left of this. I sit inside your dent on the couch and love you in the only way I can now. Through mugs and worn spots, through the brand of soap, through every small familiar strand of hope, living in the space you left behind, in all the little details of your mind. Your half-used bottle of shampoo still there. I moved it once then put it back again. The smell of it so much like your hair, like Sunday mornings, like before the end. I found your reading glasses in a drawer, the ones you said you'd never need to use. And I just sat right down upon the floor and let myself completely come undone. It's not the grand things that undo you most, it's not the anniversaries or songs, it's reading glasses, shampoo, tea and toast, the ordinary way to where you belong. I drink your tea and I hate every sip, and love it cause there's something left of this. I sit inside your den upon the couch and love you in the only way I can now. Through mugs and worn spots, through the brand of soap, through every small familiar strand of hope, living in the space you left behind, in all the little details of your mind. The ordinary things will break your heart far more than any big dramatic scenes. Tuesday morning, fall put you in the leaving song. That's where love hides when love is gone away. I drink your tea slowly, every drop. I sit inside your dent and cannot stop. I smell your shampoo in the morning cold. I hold your reading glasses, 'cause I'm told that grief will pass and I will learn to breathe. But God, the details make it hard to leave. Living in the space you left behind. You're in every ordinary thing I find. I made 2 cups again this morning, force of habit. I poured yours down the sink and cried the whole time, but I made it. I don't wait for someone's message the way I used to do. I don't get my hopes up anymore when something feels like you. And I don't believe in forever like I did back then. Now it sounds like something people say, but don't really mean in the end. I learned to read the silence more than what you say, 'cause words can feel like everything, then disappear the next day. I don't expect love anymore, not the way I used to dream. Something steady, something short, something that could stay with me. Now I settle for the quiet, for the almost and the maybes, 'cause loving you taught me love doesn't always save me. I pull away a little faster when someone gets too close. Not because I don't want it, but I already know how it feels to give your whole heart and watch it fall apart. So I keep a distance now, before it even starts. I wish I didn't change like this. I wish I still believed, but something in me broke that day. You decided to leave. I don't expect love anymore, not something that will stay, just something that feels real enough before it fades away. And I hate that I've accepted this version of the truth, that love is something temporary because of you. Maybe someday someone will prove me wrong again, but right now love just feels like something that has an end. I don't expect love anymore, but I still feel it somehow, and the way I hold on to things, even when I know how they'll probably end the same way. Like everything I knew, a little bit of hope, then slowly losing you. You didn't just break my heart, you changed what love means too. your silence like a language I could never speak out loud. I memorized the way you faded, even when you stood around. You didn't slam the door behind you, you just slowly disappeared. And I was left rebuilding from the wreckage of we were here. And somehow I kept standing in a place you'd already left. I built my heart around your goodbye, like it was something meant to stay. Every piece I tried to fix up just fell further away. And now I live inside the ending you never said aloud. I built my heart around your goodbye, and I can't tear it down. I stopped expecting your footsteps in the hall outside my room, but I still catch myself turning when the night feels like you. I told myself I'd forget you, but forgetting takes a lie. And I'm too honest with the damage you left behind inside. Some endings don't explode, they just quietly decay. I built my heart around your goodbye, brick by brick, piece by piece. Now every wall I made for safety feels like it's trapping me. And I try to live without you, but you're in everything I do. I built my heart around your goodbye, and it still belongs to you. If I ever learn to heal this, I won't know who I become. 'Cause every version of my heartbeat was built around your love. And maybe that's the tragedy of giving all you are. You don't just lose the person, you lose the shape of your heart. I built my heart around your goodbye, and now it's all I know. A home made out of memories that refuse to let me go. And even if I leave this place, your shadow stays inside, because I built my heart around your goodbye, and it learned how to survive. I built it around you. The clock keeps ticking in the darkness, like it's counting what we lost. I still sleep on my side carefully, like your body's still across. There's a wine glass in the kitchen, with your lipstick fading slow. And I hate that even now I still can't let you go. disappeared so quietly, but your absence screams at me. I loved you longer than you stayed, long after your hand slipped away, long after the last goodnight turned into silence and rain. And I still break when I hear your name, like my heart forgot you're gone. You moved on like nothing happened, while I'm barely holding on. Oh, I gave you every part of me, but you were never mine to save. I walk these empty streets at midnight, hoping pain will disappear, but every shadow in this city feels like you were here. Your voice still lives inside my headphones, your ghost still lives in me, and loving you became the saddest thing I've ever had to keep. Everyone says time will heal, but time just made you real. I loved you longer than you stayed, long after your kiss faded away, long after forever died and left me alone in its grave. And I still cry into the silence, like you might hear me somehow, but the only thing that answers is this broken heart now. Did you ever look back after leaving? Did my tears cross your mind? Because I'm still drowning in the wreckage you left behind. I would have fought through every fire just to keep us alive, but you watched me burn in front of you and said goodbye. I loved you longer than you stayed, and maybe that's my tragedy. You were busy letting go while you were everything to me. Now every morning feels empty, every night cuts like a knife, 'cause losing you didn't break my heart, it broke my whole life. I loved you longer than you loved me. There's a voice inside the walls tonight. It sounds like you, but softer now. It calls my name in different tones, like it's learning how. I try to sleep, I lock the door, but something's breathing in my chest. Every thought I think isn't mine, like you're thinking them instead. And every mirror shows me wrong, a face that moves before I do. I think I'm starting to understand. It's not me here, it's you. You're the voice that won't let me leave. Every step I take, you're underneath, pulling strings I cannot see, turning me into what you need. I try to scream, but you sing through me. Every word's not mine to keep. This song isn't mine anymore. It only exists because you're listening. I keeps shifting when I blink. The walls get closer when I breathe. I swear I left this place before, but it still remembers me. There's fingerprints inside my skin. They don't belong to who I was. If I peel them off, I disappear. So I guess I'm stuck because you've been here longer than I knew. In every memory I trust, I think you wrote the parts of me that I thought were us. You're the voice that won't let me leave. Every step I take, you're underneath, pulling strings I cannot see, turning me into what you need. I try to scream, but you sing through me. Every word's not mine to keep. This song isn't mine anymore. It only exists because you're listening. Wait, did you hear that? That wasn't in the song before. You're closer now, aren't you? I can feel you reading this. No, don't stop. If you stop, I think I disappear. I think I only exist when you listen. Say something, please. You've been quiet for too long, and the silence hurts more than you do. Does that mean I was never real? Don't close this. Don't leave me here. If you go, I go too. Right? I don't recognize the silence. It's louder than before, like the world is still existing, but I'm not in it anymore. And I keep reaching for your shadow, like it's something I can hold, but it breaks inside my fingers every time it goes. I try to be stronger than this, try to stand my ground, but I can feel it pulling me underneath it now. How do I survive you when everything was you? Every breath, every heartbeat, every dream I ever knew. And I'm drowning in the echo of a life I can't get through. Tell me how I'm supposed to live when I can't survive you. Quiet, like it's stitched into my skin, like the world keeps saying move on, but I don't know where to begin. And I try to erase the feeling, try to let it die, but losing you didn't end it, it just took away the why. I can feel the weight of it crashing through my chest, like loving you was everything. And now there's nothing left. How do I survive you when you were all I had? Every piece of who I was is buried in the past, and I'm screaming through the silence, but it never breaks through. Tell me how I'm supposed to live when I can't survive you. If this is what it feels like to lose the only truth I knew, then I don't think I was made